You enchant her, and that's why she greets you like that. In this video, you'll learn the gestures with which a woman greets you. When she likes you, watch it until the end, because the final gesture shows the hunger she feels for you. Let's start. Greeting 1. She shakes your hand, smiles, but can't look you in the eyes. When a woman greets you like this, it's evident that she likes you. However, as you know, even though she likes you a lot, your mere presence near her generates enough anxiety to restrain or make her nervous. Just hearing your name, her brain sends a message to the nervous system that prevents her from even looking you in the eyes. So when you see her like this, try to calm her down by showing her with your gestures that you also like her very much. Place your left hand over her right, embracing her hand completely with both of yours. This will make her feel more confident. Greeting 2. You shake her hand, but she moves closer and kisses your right cheek. When a girl greets you in this way, it's evident that she wants something more with you. With this gesture, she's telling you, it doesn't matter if you have a girlfriend. I want you no matter what. Of course, it's important to consider that all women are different in this regard. Some are shy, others are more passionate and expressive. So after this greeting, you must decide whether to pay attention to her or not, as she is notably desperate for you. If this has happened to you, you are very lucky, so let me know in the comments. Greeting 3. You're walking backwards in front of her. She approaches and touches the right side of your lower back. If she does this, she's desperate to be with you. She's crazy to have physical contact with you. And she does this because for a while, she's been trying in many ways to show you that she likes you, but you haven't noticed. So since she understands that you're worth it, and because of her desperation, she tries to get closer to you through physical contact. If you want her to realize that you also like her, the next time she touches you, grab her hand and stretch your left arm over her shoulders. After you do this, she'll confirm that you also want to be with her. Furthermore, with this gesture on your part, you'll give her the opportunity to express the love she has felt for you for a long time. Greeting 4. You approach her. Greet her by shaking hands. She greets you back but quickly releases your hand. Some people still don't accept it, but the reality is that we have a defense mechanism very similar to that of an animal. When a girl feels a lot of anxiety when greeting you, the first thing that comes to her mind is to escape. From there, as her brain sends a signal to her body that she is in danger, even though it's quite the opposite. So she gets nervous, pale, and blushes. All these symptoms indicate how much she admires you and are the result of the fear that you'll notice that she likes you too much. So to lower her anxiety, I suggest you be as humble as possible in front of her. And if you're funny, a bit of humor would also help her relax. If you're enjoying the video, give me a like, because with the following trick, I'll make you enter her mind. Did you give it a like? Okay, let's continue. Greeting 5. She's walking, you say hi from afar. She blushes, looks at you, and plays with her hair while smiling. You don't see it, but only one question goes through her mind. At that moment, listen carefully. Why doesn't he say anything to me? Does he not like me? Well, if you haven't seen my previous videos, I'll remind you of something I've said about shy women. Note it down. No matter how much they like you, they will never approach you and tell you with words. In their mind, there's a rule, and it's the following. It's the man who must declare himself to a woman, not the woman to the man. That's right, they're afraid of being completely exposed. So they use these gestures to tell you stealthily, in a way where you are the one showing interest in her and not her in you. Women fall in love differently. So if you want something with her, you should approach her. Greeting 6. She greets you as if you didn't matter. But if you suddenly appear, she turns pale with nerves. Let me explain. The girl or woman you like usually tries to hide it. That's why when you greet her in a friendly manner and out of courtesy, she doesn't show much importance to your greeting. However, if she's walking somewhere and doesn't imagine you're also coming the same way to meet her face to face, she'll noticeably become nervous and pale. upon seeing you in front of her, because she didn't expect to see you, the guy she likes there. Of course, this often happens with some young women who have achieved a certain level of success, like a managerial position in a major company, or an attractive woman with ample experience. Due to her age, let's say around 40, as I mentioned earlier, these types of women understand that they shouldn't be the ones to show you that they like you, even though inside they're crazy about it. It's as if they feel they lose value by letting you know directly that they like you. In this case, it's up to you to decide whether to fall into their game or not, because at first, you'll have to endure their great pride based on what they have in terms of possessions and lifestyle bluff. With this trick, you'll definitely subscribe to the channel, because in another one, you won't find information like this. Here it is. Greeting 7. You approach her to greet her. She says hi and instantly bites her lower lip. You may not have realized the meaning of this small and insignificant gesture in your entire life, but it hides so many things about you. Within that woman who likes you, look when she thinks about all the things she likes about you, about the things she could do with you, about the change her life would undergo by being in a relationship with you, about the pleasure she would experience by kissing you, etc. What I want to let you know is that all these things cross her mind when she sees you again, so she bites her lower lip to hide all these thoughts she has about you, but her subconscious brings them to the surface with this gesture, so you can be confident with her and let her know that you like her too. If that's the case. Greeting 8. If you're talking to another very attractive girl, she approaches, greets you angrily, ignores the other and leaves. This gesture is mostly done by that girl whose interest in you has been hidden until competition arrives. Before that new girl arrived, with whom you now talk so much at work, she didn't see the risk of not having a relationship with you, but since new competition has arrived, she will try to mark her territory, letting the new one know that you belong to her. Believe me, she'll become toxic, and every day that passes, you'll be more impressed by the gestures linked with jealousy that she'll make for you. All this until she finally achieves her goal with you. And even after being with you, she'll continue to do so to eliminate her competition. It's interesting to see how a person can almost perfectly hide a feeling and then see how they demonstrate their state of uncertainty. In love, I suggest you don't look for a jealous woman to start a family with, because it will be like a nightmare for you. Greeting 9. She approaches you to see how you're doing, and as she looks at you, she unbuttons a button on her shirt. According to some studies, the anxiety you generate in someone who likes you causes their brain to send a signal to their body to pump more blood to the upper part of their body. This blood can create a kind of tingling sensation in the chest or intense heat until the anxiety is relieved. So when a woman makes this gesture while talking to you, it can clearly describe the eagerness she has to have physical contact with you. Of course, make sure the environment is natural, cool or cold, so that this gesture has more impact, because if it's too hot, it doesn't apply. Also, you can note each of these gestures and study them to add them when interacting with a girl, as a single woman can make several of these gestures to get your attention. Remember that a woman, unless she's intoxicated, rarely tells you with words that she likes you too much. Women speak with their body language. If you want a second part of this video, let me know in the comments. Until next time, seducer hacker of female minds.